and gentlemen, to announce this year's Oscar nominees, Mr. Peanut Butter! Mr. Peanut Butter!
It's so funny because when they reveal it's Mr. Peanut Butter as the presenter, it kind of just becomes, oh, of course he's late. And I bet Todd is involved somehow too.
As I used to say on Hollywood Stars and Celebrities, what do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out. Let's find out.
Great callback.
Michael Fassbender for, I want to say, Bill Gates?
So blatantly wrong, but I do love that this is a hint at how these aren't real nominations.
You're an Oscar nominee. How do you feel?
I feel the same.
And there it is, the moment we all knew was coming. Someone is conspicuously missing from this part of the intro segment. Someone who used to be in Bojack's life.
When I was 17, I snuck out to a fraternity party.
The different art style is fantastic and sets the eerie tone of this story incredibly well.
It was dark and cold, and I didn't even know which way was up.
Plus, I never tire of hearing Angela Bassett's voice. Seriously, this woman is magnetic.
When you find yourself lost and disoriented and underwater and you don't know which way is up, it's important to breathe.
This is some genuinely great advice. Taking a moment to center yourself is a very common therapeutic practice. I personally like to name things in the room to ground myself, which this show also demonstrates in a later episode.
And all your life, people told you that you were wrong, that you weren't special, that you were just like everybody else. But now, the special people are saying, you were right, Bojack.
Anna feeding into his ego for the sake of her personal benefit. We really see explicitly how much Bojack's ego is fueled by other people's praise, and how much he uses that as a distraction, particularly in this episode. Whoa, nice shot, and not just because of the thick-ass bird. Deborah showing off her new face. Thanks a lot, Diane. Cool slow-mo, and I love the detail of the lemur getting sweat on his face, but also ew.
Bojack, your complimentary Rolex is here.
Great gags about how Oscar winners just get random shit. Like, yeah, let's just give rich people a bunch of expensive gifts for no reason. This dude snorting coke off his super long fingers, uniquely capable for eyes, I guess. The human pool floaty is also a great gag in this shot. Plus the cotton candy machine in the back, complete with the dude that Bojack vomited on in the first episode.
I know how this kind of thing can sometimes send you spinning. Oh God, why doesn't this make me happy? Will anything make me happy? I'm an empty husk.
Damn, does Diane have this dude's number? The elephant chasing this hummingbird away from his drink so he can slurp cheese in peace. Very intricate background jokes that are not just one-offs.
You were so cool and interesting.
I was never cool.
You used to actually care about shit. What happened?
I don't know, Bojack.
Bojack prodding Diane here because her questions made him uncomfortable. He's trying to distract himself from the fact that he doesn't feel any different than before, and she's making it rather difficult.
Maybe I'm tired of everyone yelling at me and sending death threats to my house and all my friends thinking I'm annoying and getting in fights with my husband and seeing little refugee boys die in hospital bombings.
Conveying the effect that the Cordovia situation had on Diane's worldview.
I don't know why it's so hard for you to believe that I could be happy. I'm not like you, okay? I don't fetishize my own sadness.
Bojack is just so textbook sometimes, accusing someone of what he knows to be true about himself. Classic deflection from what Anna said to him earlier in the episode. Accusations are often confessions. I mean, just look at how many Republican congressmen that have called gay people pedophiles turn out to be pedophiles themselves. Numbers are staggering.
Hey, I know that you can tweet for a living in a house in Beverly Hills that your husband bought, or you can think you're better than everyone, but you can't do both.
I also love that he's not letting her just, like, leave. He needs her to see him as together and continues lashing out and pushing her to get her to admit it, even though obviously rationally that would never work.
You're gonna win that Oscar, and you're gonna go up on that stage and give your little speech, and then you're gonna go home. And you're gonna be so miserable you'll want to kill yourself. And you're gonna have nobody left to stop you.
Holy shit, what a fucking line to drop. Really shows how far away Bojack is pushing everyone here. I do appreciate how far down he spirals in season 3, and even though there are definitely worse moments in the series from here on, I do think this might be his lowest point.
There's gonna be plenty of people around when I kill myself.
Such a terribly tragic assertion, and one that made me worry so much for his safety.
Tell your readers that Bojack was sleeping. They didn't even know they were announced today. Okay. Goodbye, Heather.
Nice little insight into how Anna portrays Bojack to the public. Also, fun fact, Heather is the manatee that interviews Bojack in the premiere and nearly leaks his Tezuka secret. Seems Anna's leverage over her continues to work to this day, and she is now using her as a prop for Bojack's publicity.
What we have, it's more than just an Oscar campaign, right?
Also great that Diane's words do actually get to Bojack. He needs more reassurance than ever, because Diane is an important figure in his own mind.
I need to go.
What?
Red flag!
Stop worrying about the future.
One of my favorite sequences in the show, well put together and shows you how when Bojack is truly snapped back into reality, when Anna reveals that she's not a true companion and he's pushed many of his actual friends away, none of this partying works as a distraction anymore and is suddenly irritating to him. Great CGI shot and small reference to the intro. Plus, it shows you how far off the deep end Bojack is about to go, as he was propped up as a special person more than he ever has been before, and still feels as miserable as ever.
Hey, did you see Erica here? She was looking for you earlier with her good eye. Her other eye was looking to the stars.
Yet another interesting tidbit about Erica's physical appearance and just general life. She's got so much experience, you know?
Spread its deathly shadow across the just and unjust of the outdoor seating area of the California Pizza Kitchen.
And what better way to view such disquieting omens than through these gorgeous floor-to-ceiling windows?
Yeah.
This real estate agent is really always on her game. Slothbees is also a great spoof of Sothbees, which is a real estate company. The way this episode is structured is interesting. They do love their non-linear storytelling in this show, and they use it to explore other characters and their journeys, even unrelated to the flashback's initial point.
No, I wouldn't.
This show does smooth transitioning like no other, really. I mean, they jump all over the place, but somehow you always know where you are. The little dogs not being able to resist catching the ball, even though they're trying to play baseball, is just so unbelievably cute.
Sadly, Jimmy Fallon just broke his face.
What? Halloween in January? What a crazy concept. I can't believe it. No, first, I gotta get a selfie with this thing. I'm Jimmy Fallon.
Bringing back Halloween in January is so genius, but even more genius is how they simply misdirect how Jimmy Fallon was actually injured. And this Jimmy Fallon impression is fucking great, too. And I see that Barks and Nibble is still struggling to sell their product. Amazing how they'll even continue the background gags inside of cutaway gags.
You want a fully present presenter to present, and I don't know if I've got the pep in my step to take that show where it needs to go, you know? I got a real pepless step, Shep.
I love how fun the dialogue is in this show. Ironically, it's got real pep.
What did Nana Peanut Butter always say? Always take every opportunity that comes your way, because opportunities are like sneezes from God. And when God sneezes, you can't say God bless you to God. So instead, you have to take the opportunity. I'm cold. Will you pass me that blanket?
Nana Peanut Butter's saying being so long, and the family including a part of it that wasn't intentional, just like everyone does with their own signs, is just so perfect as a gag. Peanut butter is one word. I don't know why this is so hard. This octopus's only job is to work the lighting and switcher board for every live show.
It's go time.
It's go time.
How overly serious this whole sequence is. Great alternative movie posters, although Old Yeller certainly seems darker now that the character is basically human.
Oh no, my phone! Oh no, I kicked it right through that doorway into the hallway. Now other people are kicking it and it's sliding across the floor. Okay, this is getting absurd.
Even Mr. Peanut Butter recognizes how absurd the situation is becoming.
Who's that dog?
Don't kick the ball!
How glorious that we get to hear the full version of this theme song.
Sorry, if you could just... My phone...
Kudos to the insane amount of visual gags in this continuous shot following the phone. So intricate and creative. Love the Ninja Turtles reference, too. Not this bird from Let's Find Out getting abused when she's not even in the area. The You Are Secretariat blimp making an appearance before its role in the finale. They really did set everything up for that one sequence. I also love these posters begging for attention with the movies are super important and please watch the Oscars taglines. They are desperate folks.
Because it was successfully removed from my body.
Great assonance on the balloon.
I haven't even seen all the movies.
Todd, nobody has. That's not how they give out awards.
The best part is that this is entirely accurate. There was just a huge online commotion when some of the Oscar voters revealed that they didn't watch all of the contenders. These goofy categories: Best Boy, Best Derivative Screenplay, although Best Boy should really actually be a category. Great dig on the typical Best Actor nominees. Not even bothering with an animal pun for Tom Hardy after all of these extremely clever ones. Plus, the nominees for Best Boy are actual best boys from the real industry. Seriously, like, you could look them up on IMDb and they all had movies releasing around this time too. That is some crazy attention to detail. And another great dig about how there are approximately 5 best actresses in a single pool that they repeatedly nominate from. Sarah Lynn's song being added is a nice little preview. And Play That Funky Yahtzee Nazi is a song parody I never expected to see, certainly. Nice documentary picks. It's like they just gave up. These movie titles and derivative screenplay are such great parodies, and just general descriptions of movies that we repeatedly get every few years. Sound mixing being the same as sound editing is so real. Why the fuck are those 2 different categories?
There is always time to talk about our feelings. As my Nana Peanut Butter used to say, there's always time to talk about feelings, because feelings are the ceilings of our hearts, and a leaky feeling ceiling leads to a flood of blood. And I'm cold. Will you pass me that blanket?
Well, Nana's saying making a great comeback.
I'm just tired of Bojack walking all over everybody and still getting everything he wants.
Todd expressing his frustration before the shocking ending.
Getting this nomination from the 2 friends he loves the most, you and also me.
Mr. Peanut Butter overvaluing himself here.
So many questions. Oh, what the hell happened? Why were you reading off that napkin? Why are you guys running?
These questions always kill me. Just him opening with, "Oh, what the hell happened?" in that really mocking tone is so priceless. They're like, "We did it," and everyone knows they failed.
And the bad news is you're not nominated for an Oscar. And the other good news is that
everyone leaving as soon as they learn Bojack isn't a nominee. Very telling, and is exactly what Diane said would happen, basically.
I got most of the categories dead on. That's pretty amazing, and I am not getting enough credit for that.
You what? It's wild to see that out of all those jokes, most of them were actually real projects. Tell me Best Documentary was one of those.
And I think it's gonna make you feel a lot better.
What? What is it?
None of this matters.
That none of this matters lesson carries heavy weight with Bojack for the next couple episodes. All of his efforts this season have been in vain, and he's ready to throw everything away, as he does with Sarah Lynn the next episode, also declaring at the planetarium that nothing they do will ever matter.
Soon I'll get some offer from one of the big 5 agencies that I can't say no to.
There is one thing I should probably mention.
What is it, Judah?
Maybe this is an opportunity to live one of your other 8 lives.
I love that you could see Judah almost tell her about the offer here, but he is kind of afraid that she'll only be more unhappy if she takes it and goes back to the job she had, as if she feels that she needs to. I mean, it's such great characterization, and it shows how much he actually cares for her well-being.
Can I get it on stale?
This duck getting stale bread, they don't take a second off with these animal jokes, do they? Love the Secretariat billboard in the background.
Is he right? Am I a bad person?
Who cares what he thinks? Why do you have this weird fixation with him?
Great that they point out Diane's unique connection to Bojack, showing that she really is kind of fixated on him because of how much she sees of herself within him.
Did you ever ask yourself why?
They're filling everyone's glasses.
But Diane distracting herself by projecting social consciousness helps her feel more on top of things or in control of her psyche.
I moved to Russia and I'm totally messing with you. None of that's true.
What?
I would love to see you again. I think about you all the time.
Oh, he's so sweet.
It's just me, Giant Chocolate Oscar guy. I'm here to pick up the Giant Chocolate Oscar.
Apparently this company's only thing is giant candy trophies.
Anna, please. This is Bojack, by the way. Horseman.
Bojack's still using his usual sign-off, even though he is extremely distressed.
You know I had sex with Emily.
You had sex with Emily?
Todd, I'm sorry, all right? I screwed up. I know I screwed up. I don't know why.
Oh, great. Of course. Here it comes. You can't keep doing this. You can't keep doing shitty things and then feel bad about yourself like that makes it okay. You need to be better.
crucial lesson for people who continually mistreat those around them to learn. Nobody owes you their company or support, even if you claim that you know better, that you feel remorse for what you've done. Because if you keep doing it regardless, how are they supposed to trust you not to hurt them again? Why would they stay near you? You know, I get all these comments from people being like, oh, if people can leave you at any time, then relationships are meaningless. No, it adds meaning because it requires you to treat people with mutual respect if you want those relationships to be mutually beneficial. Thank you very much.
But now that it's over,
No, Bojack, just stop. You are all the things that are wrong with you. It's not the alcohol or the drugs or any of the shitty things that happened to you in your career or when you were a kid. It's you. All right? It's you.
And then Todd drops another vitally important lesson for addicts and all those dealing with mental health problems or trauma. All of that might explain how you've reached this point, might shed some light on your behavior, but at the end of the day, you still made those choices, and you are what you choose to do. To sleep with Emily, to sabotage Todd's rock opera, to continually take him down. That is all Bojack Horseman's doing. Plus, the voice acting and cinematography in this moment with the cut to the wider depiction of the house in chaos as Todd cements this lesson is just absolute perfection. It's one of those scenes from this show that you will never, ever forget.
Fuck, man. What else is there to say?
And then they end it with likely the hardest F-bomb drop in this series. I mean, seriously, this moment hits like a truck and is one of the best uses of this word because their relationship is truly never the same after this moment. Bojack has taken advantage of Todd and his love for the last time, and he can never go back to the friendship they had before this moment. But if you enjoyed this video, consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/PosiTVty. That's PosiTVty. There you get all these videos before they come out on YouTube. You get to choose exactly what you want to see on the channel, and you get the unedited essays, so you can hear all of my mistakes. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff, because we really appreciate all the support on YouTube as well. And tell someone how much they mean to you today, because it always is important for those people who are close to you to hear. But thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate you all. See you for the next video.